Hey, cool, peace, love to see ya. Welcome back to Guitars, Songs and Home Studios. Today I'm going to be looking at working with these three pedals that I've just got hold of. They're from UAFX and they are amp sims. So one, the Ruby, is a AC30, the Dream, Fender Blackface 65 Deluxe, and the Woodrow is a 5E3 simulator. So, been wanting to get my hands on these for a while. I'm going to do a quick overview of all of them today, then I'll do an in-depth on each one, and I'm going to test them against the stuff that I've already got to see whether these are actually worth investing in against what I've got. So, Amplitube, HX Stomp, and the real thing in the case of these two. All right, cool. So, hope you enjoy it. Let's get with it and let's get some music and play some rock and roll. Let's go. Okay, cool. So here they are out of their boxes. They're very heavy. I was really surprised when I picked them up. They're really quite substantial. Nice aluminium cases on them, really robust, which is great. So we've got the Ruby, which is AC30, Woodrow, which is the Deluxe 5E3, and then the 65 reverb Blackface Dream amp. So what I'm going to do is, they've all got lots and lots of switches. They've all got lots and lots of different functionalities. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the pedals one by one, and I'm going to run through some sounds, some settings, pretty generic for each one. I'm going to see whether I like the sounds and whether I like the feel of the pedal, and just do an initial test of where I'm up to. As I said before, I'll do an in-depth thing where I'll go into presets and I'll go into each and individual little foot switch or little micro switch where you can put it, and the different functionalities that you get with each pedal. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a long one, I think, so I'll try and keep it as brief as possible. I'm basically looking for feel and I'm looking for sounds, so hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Let's get going. We'll pick let's go for this one first. We'll go for the Woodrow. We'll go for the oldest one, the 5E3 Tweed Deluxe. The guitar I'm using is my Parts Thinline Telecaster that I've made a couple of weeks ago. So it's the guitar of the moment, as you could say. So right, let's turn on the Woodrow. Let's put everything at 12. That's just a straight through signal, and that's why it sounds gnarly and horrible. That's what a guitar sounds like without any cabinet connected to it. If you could listen to it, there's no frequency curve, there's no impedance interaction with the speaker. So when you click in one of these speaker emulators, that's when it starts to sound a bit more like a real guitar amp. This is a Jensen Blue, I believe. This is a great little feature, the room control. Basically, that's making it sound like you're in a room. So when it's completely off, dry, then we can turn it up, like we say we're going to get some room ambient, which sounds good. Nice. Let's go a little bit higher, get a bigger room. All right, get a room. All right. Okay, cool. I'd take that back to around about there. Something, but not over silly. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go through the cabs, see the cab that I like, that I can start building some sounds with. So that's the blue. Okay. What we're going to now, JP12, which is what would have been in a deluxe. Quite bitey. And then we've got a greenback, I think. Yeah, now this is what I always put in my deluxes. Just greenbacks are quite dark, which helps with a deluxe because it's quite gnarly. Quite bright. Okay, so I'm going to go with that one. Okay, what else you've got here? We've got a tone control, and we've got instrument volume, and we've got a microphone volume. Exactly the same as you get in a 5E3. So if both of these interact with each other on a 5E3, and that's what I'm expecting them to do with this, because it's meant to be a 5E3 clone. So you can have one off and just use one, or you can have the other one. The mic channel is normally a little bit mellower. And the instrument channel is a bit more bitey, but you can blend them together, so just a clean sound, but rich and lovely. Turn up the volume a bit. Nice. Let's try the instrument and the mic at 12 o'clock. Starting to thicken up and starting to get gnarly. Try that with a different speaker. Okay, so that's the tweed sound. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It's quite interesting, but there's an absolute myriad of combinations for these two connecting volumes. But also, as I said before, the tone control not only controls the tone, the brightness, it also controls within the circuit how much gain goes into the next stage, so it can add gain into the circuit as well when we play with the tone control. So let's leave that at 12 for a minute, the tone, and let's just play with these gone from 12 o'clock to now 3 o'clock. Good classic rock. A bit more room. And let's go all the way. Let's absolutely kill this thing. You can hear the buzz. That is from the pedal. It might be the power supply. Might be a better power supply. Could get it quieter. And I've got single coils under lights as well. But that's what a 5E3 would do. So it's emulating the noise in there as well. So this is dimed to the point of the thing's going to explode. Just testing it with the volume part, and it rolls off and cleans up nicely. Alright, so it's gnarly. Okay, let's put that on the greenback. What's that do? Whoa! Okay, so that's what a 5E3 would do. Once you get it up to 12, because they don't go to 11, they go to 12, the thing is going to explode. Sounds great, and if that's what you're into, that's the sound you're after, it's nailing it, it's good. It's nice response. And touch sensitivity. Don't know whether I could tell I'm playing a pedal. Alright, so it's lovely, it sounds great. Let's try a little bit of, turn the volume down a bit. Let's try a little bit of this tone control and see what goes with that. Okay, so it almost gets fuzz. Well, it is like a fuzz pedal when you get it wound up, so it's almost going to explode. Alright, there's Woodrow. Okay, cool. Moving over to the Dream, the 65 Blackface Deluxe reverb. This is what it sounds like with nothing, just a blank. So it's just the input signal from the guitar. Let's turn the amp on and hear it without cab sib. Let's hear it without the cab simulator. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the first one, which is a greenback. Alright, nice. Living in a cave. Nice, and touch sensitivity on this is really good. Really nice, classic tones. Alright, let's run through this. Let's run through the cabs. So that's a greenback. This is an Oxford. Give you a bit more bite, I suppose. Bit Woodrow in a way. Go on to an EV12 12-inch speaker. Bit in between. It's breaking up there. Let's go back to that greenback. It's breaking up there, but it's a different mid-range, upper mid-range. I like that. I'm going to go to the greenback like I did before. Stick with one speaker. Alright, let's go through what we've got here. That's the bass. The reverb's up here when we're doing with the reverb. Sit the reverb down and it's just really dry. Now, a Fender Deluxe will be clean up until about 4.5, 5, and then they start to break. Pretty bland until bringing some of this reverb. Then we take it up to about 4, well, yeah, about 4.5, just below halfway. You can hear it start to getting a little bit breaking there. Hear the reverb going on the headphones. And what I'm feeling here is compression. I'm going straight into these pedals, by the way. I've got nothing else in the guitar, in the chain. The only thing I have got is a poly tuner, just so I can tune the guitar. They are famous for their natural compression. You can feel that. It's almost pushing back against you. Okay, so it's giving that kickback and that natural compression, which is cool. Let's take it up a little bit. I'm not doing anything with the bass and treble yet. They're all at noon. Let's take that reverb. 3 o'clock. It's going to be big. It's nice. I don't use reverb a lot. I don't use reverb a lot, but let's take it all the way. So it's a spring reverb, so it's going to get really springy. Alright. Okay. It's a totally different feel than what I'm used to. That compression, you can really feel it kicking back. Alright, let's set the control volume up to halfway. You can hear it getting fatter. And it's getting more, that is breaking up more. Which is cool. Let's go 3 o'clock. On, yeah, 3 o'clock. It's different. It's a different tonal mid-range and distortion to the Woodrow. Smoother, but still edgy. Cleans up nice. Nice and thick there. Nice and thick, but still nice and thick, but still got a treble side to it, which is nice. All right, let's go flat out. Let's dime this thing. Nice. And I've just noticed I've got the boost control. So that boost control is on the normal channel, it's just giving it a kick. So this is what it would be stock with no boost control. Still nice. Cool, let's hit that boost control, let's take it all the way up. Really rock. Cool. Alright, let's set that boost control off. Let's try the treble all the way. Somewhere. Just a break up. Nice sick tone, but try that treble. Cool. So an absolute massive amount what you can do with this one, whereas the Woodrow was a little bit you know, in its box. No, oh, fair enough. No, where the Woodrow was a little bit in its narrow sort of niche, I would say. Okay, cool. So that's the Dream. I liked it. It's a little bit different to what I normally play, but I'm not saying I don't like it. It's very good. An amazing piece of kit. All right, cool. Moving, last but not least, onto the Ruby, which is the Vox AC30. Let's turn the amp on with no cab simulation. So let's see how yucky it sounds. Ugh. All right, let's go for the first cab, which is a silver. Vox Silvers. All right, nice. Good start. Let's go for blues. All right. Let's go greens. Greenbacks. So you can hear the difference. Now what I'm going to do is I've set everything up as 12. I've taken the volume up a bit. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the cut all the way off. If you don't know, Vox amplifiers work in the opposite direction. So if you turn it all the way up, that's the most you're going to get out of it. That's the least amount of roll off. See you can hear the difference. Dull when you do that, and then when we turn it all the way, which should say that's 10. It's taken everything off there, so it's the opposite way around. So we're taking off high frequencies if we turn it clockwise, putting them back on or letting them through if we turn it anti-clockwise. I always start with it anti-clockwise. Alright, I'm going to take the boost control off on this as well. So this is just a normal 1962 non-top boost. So this hasn't got these two don't work. These buttons won't work, these controls, and you can see that they're not working. And this is the same on all of the models. You can see that light flash. I don't know if you can see it. The speaker selector switch flashes if you are turning something that is not going to do you any favours. To stop you thinking, that's not working, it's broken. Just tells you there. Alright, so there's the AC30. Now, if anyone has ever played an AC30, or they say to you, I played one of them and it sounded really rubbish. Didn't sound anything like Brian May, Rory Gallagher, Tom Petty. One thing with an AC30 is you can turn it on and it'll amplify. And this is the problem with them. And this is why I've played AC30s all my life, and this is why I can't hear anything very well now. They have to be loud and they have to be cranked to get them to sound beautiful. So that's what this boost control can do here. And if we turn the volume down, it's clean. Beautiful. But very flat. No character. But if we turn it up halfway, nah, 3/4, what's that? 1 o'clock. Something's getting interesting. Down to 3/4, 3 o'clock. So a little bit more interesting. We turn it all the way. It's getting thicker. getting warmer. Now, with an AC30, you can put dry pedals in front of it. You can make it sing a bit more. What they've done with this pedal is they've added, if you're on the normal channel, this boost here brings into play a treble booster, a Rangemaster treble booster. So on this boost here, this boost control, that is going to engage. That's going to engage the treble booster, which is a Dallas Rangemaster, I believe. Now, that Dallas Rangemaster was something that was used by Rory Gallagher, who then Brian May asked, "How do you get that sound, man?" And he goes, "I'm using this." And he showed him a Dallas Rangemaster. And then after that, all Vox Queen history is, written. So that's where Brian May heard of his sound and got his sound and understood how he can get it. The one thing with this Rangemaster is, if you hear the hiss now, we've got a. That's what a Vox AC30 does. It will hiss. When you're sticking 26-30 dB of gain in front of that with a Rangemaster, it's going to hiss even more. There you go. What this is doing is going to add more. A Rangemaster, a treble booster, doesn't just add treble. It's a bit of a miscommunication, really. It's the wrong way to say it. It's a booster, basically. It's a boost. It boosts the upper mids and the high frequencies, but it makes the Vox AC30 come alive. Alright, so it just makes it sound really, really nasally, but really creamy and really nice. And it makes it start to come alive. Let's sit this down again. So just turn it on. But that's not a rock AC30 sound. You need to go to that. Love it. Okay, and that's really where my sound is. Classic rock. Now, we can change speakers, put it back into blue. Silvers. Different tonal characteristic, different character. That's where I'd be. Which is cool. We can take this up. Let's take up the boosts to the Rangemaster. Just gets thicker and dirtier. But then roll down the guitar volume and you cleaned up. relatively speaking. We can take it to 3 o'clock. Still clean it up, then widen it out. Alright, just clean it up beautifully. And then you can open it up. So beautiful, nice and creamy. All controlled on your guitar, volume pop, or if you want to do foot pedals and stuff like that. It sounds great here. Alright, let's go quickly onto the Brilliant channel. It becomes cleaner, becomes brighter, the cut switch still works. But this is where you get your chime. Beautiful. And then it cleans up again. You can turn it up and get more crunch going on there. And the tone controls will change what's going on. Again, they work backwards, so that's more treble, and that's less treble. Same with the bass. Now, the tone control here does not control the gain like on a Woodrow, but because the way that it goes into the phase inverter is different. But you can hear the difference in tones you can get, and the sensitivity is very, very good. It's just lovely. And there's the Ruby, really. I like this one really, really a lot. So, this has taken longer than I thought it was going to be, but that's a good sign because I got lost in the playing and started fiddling around and started messing. But hopefully that's given you an idea of these pedals. I will use them in my studio. I want to do some tests at this minute in time. I want to test it against my HX Stomp and the presets that I've got on what I've built on there, and I'll test it against my Amplitude 5 pack and what I use on there for music production in the studio. They all sound great. The Ruby is my favourite. because it's an AC30. The Woodrow is my second because I like that sound. I like the tweed deluxe sound. It's creamy, it's gnarly, it's very touch sensitive, lots of harmonic overtones within that sound. The least of my favourites is the Dream, and I think that's because I don't really associate with that amp. It's amazing, and I would actually say this one has probably got the most in it, with the mods, the lead mod and the D-Tex mod. I think that's probably got the most in it. Felt really nice, a lot of compression when you're touching the strings on that, which is the amp, and how it works. So it's not that I don't like it, it's just that it's not really where I am on my ballpark of what I would play. But I'll go through them and I'll play a bit more with them and I'll see how I get on. So hopefully that's been enjoyable for you. If you liked it, give me a like or a thumbs up, whatever goes on this channel, on this platform. Hit the subscribe, which is down here somewhere, ka-ching, so you can get to know when there's more guitar songs and home studios coming your way. Keep a lookout for more videos on this and more videos from my home studio. Have a great time making your music and making music equal life. So peace, I'll see you soon, take it easy, see you later.